Hi everyone. In this video I'm going to go over a lot of the things we talked about Premiere Pro in class. So in case you forgot something, you can follow along with this tutorial. We're going to make a new project. Remember to always name your new project. The first one you're working on is the social commentary, so I will use that name. The location right here. You have to link this to the folder that's on your desktop. The folder where all your photographs and videos and music is. Don't change any of these settings, just make sure the bottom is HDV and not DV. Click OK. And then we will go into the Premiere Pro window. Let me just drag this a little bit smaller in case it's not in the video. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is add the black video. Remember, your video starts and ends with black video. We're going to go to File, go down to New, and go down to Black Video. Check the width and height of what's in your window. The preferred width is 1920 and the height is 1080. And then click OK. It goes into your project bin. Take it with the mouse and you're just going to drag it out into the timeline. This is a great size, just leave it like that. The next thing you need is a title. A title is also your rolling credits, so we'll do this both at the same time. Go up to File, go down to New, and click on Legacy Title. You can change the name here if you want to. Click OK, and you get this other window that pops up. It's like a little word processor within the program. Make sure you have the Type tool. And you're going to make a title. It can either be social commentary or what your social commentary is about. There are some preset letters down here, and there are some colors. You can use any of these. You can also make adjustments on the side right here. Click a color, you can change it. There's a lot of different options you can do. I won't go into detail. To resize this or to place it differently, whoop, I spelled that wrong. Let's change that. Get the arrow. You can click on this. You can resize it. You can make it larger or smaller. You want to make sure it is within the boundaries of this white border, or it may not show in your finished video. So that's a simple way to make a title. All you do is you click on the red circle. It closes out and it goes right into your bin. I'm going to take it, drag it out into the timeline. You put it right after your black video. And if I were to play this, you will have 5 seconds of black video, and then it goes into your title. And that's 5 seconds by default also. To make this a rolling credit, we're going to do a title again. Go to File, New, go down to Legacy Title, and I will call this Credits. Click OK. There's this little icon right here that has the arrows that go up and down. If you click on that, this is where you can change the title type. You can have it crawl left and right also, but we are going to select Roll also. I want it to start off the screen and end off the screen. Click OK. Get the text tool. In the rolling credits, you will always put video by your name, and then press enter a couple times. That just helps with the rolling. If you put it right next to each other, there's no sense in doing this. I'm actually going to do 3. Then you have to give credit to where you get any of your resources. We're going to get our photos from Pexels and Pixabay. And then your music. Whoever the music is by, the song name. And again, just close out that window by clicking on the red dot. Here's the rolling credits. Now I'm just going to show you what they look like. You will put this at the end of your video. But that's it. That's the rolling credits. Now, if you want them to run slower, you just drag the end of the credits out. Now it takes longer for the video, so it's slower, and the opposite is true. If you want it faster, you make it shorter. Now we don't want it so fast that you can't read it. We need to be able to read it. Okay, so that is how you add the black video, your title, and your rolling credits. In this video, I'm going to show you how to add music and photos. So what we need to do is import everything into our project, and there are 2 ways to do that. In your bin over here. Now if you lose your bin, it can happen. You can make this larger so you can see it. Wherever you see a little dark gray line, you can move things around. I can make my bin a little bit bigger and make my timeline smaller, or I can just make that window smaller. Project is, this is your bin right up here. Here are some libraries, info, effects. We will be using effects. So if for some reason you don't see effects or your bin, you can find it up here or click on the drop-down menu, and they're lined up right here too. So there's our project. If you click in this black area, double click, it opens up, and then you can add your photos. Now you can select them all. And click import, and they're all right here. If for some reason that doesn't work for you, you can go up to the top panel bar, go to File, and Import, click Import, and go to wherever your photos are, and add those in here. Let's see, is there something I forgot? That one. Okay, now let me find my music. I'm going to click down here. Now to put anything over into your workspace, the tool, the timeline, just click on it and drag it. So I'm going to take my music and drag it out into the timeline. Nothing goes in black video. Remember, black video is just at the beginning and the end so that when this gets compressed, you don't lose a part of your video. Put your music, it can either start with your title or it can start after your title. It's completely up to you. So I'm going to start it with my title. Down the bottom, these dots, if I zoom out, I can see my whole timeline, so I can see my music is over 3 minutes long. Now, wherever you move your blue indicator line and you zoom in, it zooms in at the blue indicator line. So I'm going to go back to the beginning and zoom in. Now, to move your photos, you just take them and drag them in. Click, hold them, drag them. You're just dragging them in. Now, if you accidentally take one and you drop it on top of another one, watch what happens. I've actually cut that. So it's shorter. It's not a big deal. I can move this down, and to make it longer, I just click on the end. Now remember, you are trying to synchronize your images with either the beat of your music or the melody or the lyrics. So not every photo should be here for 5 seconds. You will need to change the size of it. But for now, just drag everything in. I'm going to drag some of these in here. Now, if you notice, this photo is not as large as my screen. There's a couple ways to resize that. You can right-click in the timeline on the photo and go down to Scale to Frame Size. And so it will fill it one way. It's a square, so it's not going to fit. That makes it larger. Same thing with this one. Right-click on it. Scale to frame size. Now you can select multiples. Let me bring some other ones in here to show you. Okay, these 3 are much smaller. If I start in the empty area, I'm going to click my mouse and drop down and drag. I'm going to select those 3. Right click on one of them, scale to frame size. Now all 3 of them have been made to fit. Another way to do it is make sure you click on the photo, the indicator lines over it, come up here in this window, click on it until you get this blue scale. Now if you don't want the black bars on the side, you can rearrange it any way you want. So I'm happy with that one. This one, I want to get rid of the black bars on the side. Click on it. Same thing with this one. I don't want the black bars. Now, as far as your transitions that you need to put in and your effects, transition is in between from this clip to this clip. A transition is what you put in the middle. Go over to your effects window and find video transitions. The most common one is the dissolve, cross dissolve. Now when you see this little arrow, that means there's a drop-down menu. Cross dissolve is highlighted in blue because it's the most common one. So I'm going to take it. It has to go in between the clips. And then what it will do is it will slowly fade out and in. Now I can click on that and I can stretch it, the fade, the cross dissolve, and have it start earlier. Now there's a lot of different effects in here, transition effects. I'm not sure what that was. If it doesn't work well, just click on it and delete it. There's another one. I'm going to try that one. See what it does. Okay, so those are your video transitions from one clip to the next clip. Now an effect goes on top of it. It goes right on the clip. So video effects, you make a change to the actual clip. Some changes that you can do that are common is to change the color to black and white. That's already black and white. Let's see, do I have a color one? Okay, here's a color one. Just trying to find where the effect is. There are so many. It's under image control. Take the effect and just drop it right on it. Change it to black and white. Now, if there's any adjustments to that, you can find that over in this window. I'm going to double click on the photo so it opens up over here. Click on Effect Controls. And here's my black and white clip. There is nothing I can do. It's just black and white. If you don't want it, you can toggle it off or on, or you can click on it and delete it. So there's all these different effects down here. Some of them are related to animation. These immersive videos, these are new. I haven't seen these before. Let me add that on top. Let's see what that one does. So it just made it look like a glitch. If that was a moving video, it would do more. See, I was changing. Oh, there's the glitch. So there are effects over here that you can experiment with. And the effects are all about experimenting. Stylize, these are similar to something in Photoshop. Like, let's see, like find edges. I'm going to drag it on the next one. That's what it looked without it. That's with the effect. And if I come up here, the option I have here is how much I want it to blend into it. So I can change the blending of it so it's not so black and white. Go in between. This one, let's see, let's try brush strokes. So what this one does is it can add texture to it. Let me make it a little more, give it like a painterly effect. Okay, now that you're done with your video, you need to save it. If you go up to File and go down to Save, that's how you save it normally. However, when you're done with your project and you're ready to export it, it's a little different. Go to File and you go down to Export Media. What this is going to do is save your video as a movie format. Where the blue lettering is, you're going to click on that and you're going to change the name of it. I will tell you what the name should be with your social commentary video. You start with SC and then you put your name. And make sure it goes to your desktop where your video project is. Click Save. Then we're going to go down to the bottom where it says Export. and you are going to export it. This should take a few minutes to do. If it goes very fast, say 10 seconds, you have done something wrong. And if it's going longer than half an hour, you've probably done something wrong. Usually you just cancel this and start again, and that should fix it. If it doesn't, then you will need to see me and we will troubleshoot it. Now I'm just going to cancel this because I do have a video to show you what it looks like. So after you export it, it will look like this. It will be a movie format now. You can actually click on it right there. These are now MP4s. And they look a little different from the Premiere Pro project that's, I'm just trying to find one, see if I can see it here. I don't see one offhand. But it's different than your Premiere Pro project. It's actually a movie. So I hope that is helpful, and that's the end of this video.